There's always been an ongoing battle about artistic integrity in business. We all start off creating purely off the art, but as we go, we start to be more strategic with our moves. Sometimes, however, this strategy focus can take away from our original love for our art. How do you continue to create what you want while balancing treating your career as a business? Andy Morris is a content creator who went from 0 to 2.8 million followers in the span of 2 years. Observing him from a distance, I wondered one thing. What was his secret? Well, for one, he's extremely talented and consistent with his craft. But beyond the piano keys, I knew he was playing a different game on social media. Today, I got the chance to talk to him about how he approaches creating content on social media, his strategy to navigate the pressures of having millions of followers, and the deep origin story behind his passion. Here are 5 of the best lessons I took away from this conversation.
When you were talking with Win, you mentioned how people who should start creating should just put content out there because the feedback is so important. Now, that is the method that probably got to you to where you are. But now that you have 1.8 million followers, you have way more attention, there's more pressure.
Right.
So how do you balance keeping that fun energy, keeping that impulsive nature while creating at the high scale that you're doing now?
So I think one thing I've learned from talking with other creators and from my experiences is that a general good rule of thumb is to kind of focus on doing 80% or 70% of videos that you do is kind of based on what you know people want to see. So like copying your other videos or copying other people's videos per se. And then like 20 to 30% is experimental, trying new things, seeing where it goes. But one of the best strategies is to take what you know works. So if you upload 4 videos a day for a week, you'll have bound to at least have 1 or 2 of those blow up a little bit. So you just take those old videos and do them again in a different way and keep doing those, make that about 80% of your uploads.
Wow, I haven't heard that one, honestly. That's a great way. So that carries on to the question. You might have kind of answered this question, but how do you balance artistic integrity with business? So I'm sure with the posting, it's that 80-20 rule. But in other ways, in terms of your brand, maybe in terms of your interactions, in terms of maybe your thinking and your focus on your passion during those times where you have free time, how do you balance artistic integrity with the requirements of scaling your business?
Well, business as a creator is on TikTok especially, is primarily brand deals, right? So having like a careful discretion of what brand deals you do is really important. So like I get messages from vape companies all the time, and I won't do those brand deals because first of all, it doesn't go along with my theme, and second of all, it hurts my brand, my business. So I'm kind of focused long term, like what kind of brand deals will help me monetize my platform better, and I can use as leverage for future brand deals, rather than just going willy-nilly, going out all in. Any opportunity I'll just any opportunity I'll just take. So I don't do that.
Or how do you allocate responsibility and consistency within your content creation career without making it feel like a job?
So for me right now, I pretty much am motivated by my love for piano. Whenever I feel like making a video, I'll make a video. If I don't feel like making a video, I won't make a video. And if I get to the point where it's like, per se, I have a manager, he says like, you have to upload at least once a day. At that point, it will be something totally different for me. It will be something that's fun to something that is not fun at all, I think. So right now, for me, it's just the fact that I'm kind of self-motivated to keep going and do what I have total freedom at the moment. So that's what keeps me going. Right.
Andy mentioned previously in the interview with Win, that he did not like doing piano for like 10 years, and then something clicked. That I've never heard that before. So every time someone's like, I want to do a passion, it's like, oh, I've had this for a while, or I started it and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like hearing that completely changed my perception of how something can be considered your passion or not your passion. Did that really mess with you? The fact that you hated something for a while and then it suddenly not only became something you were fine with or tolerable with, but your passion? And did that change the way you think about other things?
Oh, that's a really good question. You know, I guess I was a late bloomer. The way piano was framed for me for the longest time was like it was forced onto me basically. And like once I started being able to play pieces that I wanted to play, that's when it clicked for me. That's when it totally changed. And that's what I think kind of drives passion is freedom, being able to choose how you approach your passion, whatever you like to do. You have to have the freedom to kind of go about it the way you want to go about it. And for me, that wasn't the case for the first 10 years. So I guess, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that, I guess.
Yeah, so maybe if like you don't enjoy something, maybe it's not you don't enjoy it, but you just don't enjoy the way it was presented to you.
Exactly.
Or the way it was, the lack of freedom you had while pursuing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like people always like, oh, what's a piece of advice? But you have your own experiences, and I'm sure you learn something that you hear no one talking about, or you're like, oh, I wish someone told me this, and it's not something generic. So do you have a piece of advice for those people who are following their passions, or something you might have followed that a lot of people didn't?
You know, I would just say, make sure you're having fun. Make sure whatever you're doing with your passion, it's what you want to do. Don't let like feelings of necessity creep in, of feeling pressure from outside, from other people. Don't let that affect your passion, and it'll stay your passion.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Some wise words from Andy. You know, honestly, like getting into content creation, trying to make a name for myself, I always thought that you had to take things super seriously and be extremely intentional with every single part of it. And talking to Andy helped me realize that you can be an extremely successful creator and still put having fun with what you're doing first, above all the business, above all the antics, and above all the strategy. This was a very insightful conversation. I hope you got something out of it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment. Tell me what you enjoyed about it. And if you like content like this, hit the subscribe button, because this channel is dedicated to inspiring creatives out there to keep going with all the stuff going on. So hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.